You know, this is not supposed to happen, but it did, and the story is so wild that I asked the customer to return this plate to us so that we could talk about it here. Let's try to figure out how our customer managed to drive a hole clear through this nearly indestructible half-inch AR-550 reduced C-zone target plate. Our half-inch AR-550 target plates feature a lifetime warranty, so when this customer informed us that he believed this hole was created by his 300 Win Mag with 165 grain Federal Fusion hunting ammo, we knew we needed to get this plate back for further testing. We're gonna start with 10 rounds of M855A1. This is the military's newer 5.56 NATO round. It's pretty nasty stuff. It replaces the M855 green tip. We're at 100 yards. I'm gonna put 10 rounds on this target plate. We replaced the customer's target plate under warranty after receiving the damaged one. Upon inspection, the hole measured 0.39 inches, far larger than any hole a 300 Win Mag would ever be capable of producing. I shared this information with the customer, who confirmed they were not shooting larger calibers. What I landed on was someone was shooting a 50 BMG from the mountain behind them. The customer was shocked to hear that, and I was convinced immediately that this hole was created by something big, something devastating. Nothing like the customer owned or was shooting. I had a couple misses there, so I sent a couple extra rounds. Let's go down range, check it out. Okay, this is exciting stuff. Let's go check it out. Oh, dude, I even forgot to put it on the forward lean angle. It's literally at the worst, the most straight up and down. I was gonna set it on the bottom hole, which would have a lean like that. But just look at that. M855A1, small nicks, small indentations. You can see the jacket's stuck there. The rounds right next to the hole did nothing. So this is the M855A1. In case you don't know, I don't know if the camera will focus in the snow or not, but that's what it looks like. 5.56 NATO, no damage to the plate. So now we need to go downrange with the 308 and some M80A1. So before I actually head down and get the 308, I did want to say one thing. I was standing here debating with Brenton whether or not we should put this thing on the steeper lean angle or leave it more straight up and down like it is now at about a 10-degree lean angle. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. And just keep in mind, this is actually a disadvantage for this plate because it's more straight up and down. And I think that's gonna prove to us the strength of this steel and reinforce why I believe that this was not a 300 Win Mag. Let's go down and get that 308 and get a little spicy. So we got 2 rounds of M80A1. This is all the ammo I have that's M80A1. We're gonna do the same thing, 100 yards, put these on that plate and go down and check it out. The penetrator core of a black tip 50 BMG round measures around 0.4 inches, matching the hole that was placed through the center of this plate, further confirming my suspicion that this hole was created by a 50 or a similar Wildcat cartridge shooting some form of armor-piercing ammunition. Boy, 308 just freaking hits hard. Let's go down range. Oh my gosh, they zipped right through. I'm just kidding, they didn't. Of course they did. Guys, come on. M80A1, M80A1. That rifle's not zeroed for it, so I have to aim like way down here. I think for the M2 when we shoot it, I'm gonna put that, basically the crosshair just below here. And what I wanna do with the M2 is get around right next to that hole. But as you guys can see, M80A1 had no more damage than the M855A1. So plate's still ticking. So now in my magazine, I've got M2 armor-piercing ammunition, again at 100 yards. I'm gonna try to get around on that hole to verify that it's not just a weak spot in the steel. So I've got 4 or 5 rounds in here. We'll shoot as many as I need to get that round as close as possible, but let's see what happens. The M2 ammunition in this test is far more abusive than any 300 Win Mag round, which should give us even more information on the strength of this target plate. The objective is to verify that this was not caused by weakness in the plate and was, in fact, caused by improper ammunition. We'll do one more. I think I might have gotten that one closer to the hole, but let's go down range and check it out. So this is the black tip round that we were just shooting. This has a hardened steel core, whereas the M80 and the M855A1 just have that tip that's hardened, and then it's like a copper slug inside. This is the real deal. This is actual armor-piercing ammunition. Oh man. Brenton, this might actually be the first time that I've ever seen this happen on a 1/2-inch plate. It didn't go through though, okay? It didn't go through. So I don't want to make you guys think it went through, but it didn't go through. But this is actually the deepest penetration that I've ever seen from the M2 on the 1/2-inch AR-550 plate. So obviously that gouged out pretty bad. Interestingly enough though, on the back, there's no deformation. So it didn't even come close to passing through. And another thing I want to tell you guys, if I would have had it on the bottom hole, this thing would have been leaned like that. There's no freaking way it would have done that. So because we had this plate at a disadvantage, the M2 is going to cause more damage than if it was at a steeper lean angle. So this one here is an M2. We've got an M2, M2, that's M855, that's an M2. So right here's the M2s. I can't remember if I shot a 5th round, maybe one of these is an M2 as well. I was hoping to get them closer to the hole, but I wasn't able to because the gun's not zeroed for it. So what does this show us? Well, this kind of solidifies my belief that there's absolutely nothing wrong with this target plate. Obviously, I feel like I need to tell you guys, don't ever shoot this ammo at our targets. It's not recommended. Not only that, just don't freaking do it. It's dangerous. It's damaging to the plate. Even though we didn't have any pass-throughs, you're making your target unsafe. So you shouldn't be doing this. But it's a great way for me to showcase that if an M2 armor-piercing round at the distance that this plate was supposedly shot with 300 Win Mag will not go through, that hole is not from a 300 Win Mag. I believe that it is still from a Mark 211 or something similar, some kind of nasty Wildcat round or a big bore rifle with something like an armor-piercing incendiary or tungsten core. So what that shows you though is the strength of this 1/2-inch AR-550, and our 3/8-inch AR-550 is equally strong. So if you've been looking for a target system that's backed by a really long warranty and it has the high performance to back that warranty up, it's a plate you buy once, you never worry about, please check out our website. We make amazing steel targets. They are built to last, they're built for high performance. They are the safest steel targets, in my opinion, on the market, period. So if you want to outfit your range with something safe, consider our ADAP system. This right here is a reduced C-zone, and it's on our T-post mount. This is an inexpensive way to get into high performance steel. I hope this paints the picture for you guys that this is not snake oil. This is Swedish armor. It is very high quality. That coupled with the movement and the forward lean equates to a very robust system. So leave your comments down below. I want to know what you guys think. Do you believe that the customer was right? Was that a 300 Win Mag? Or do you agree with me at this point that that was probably some big bore caliber rifle that just shot right through that plate? Now I do want to clarify one last thing before we end this video. I don't think the customer's lying. Whether or not somebody shot one mountain to the other, we'll never know. It's kind of a cool story. It's an interesting warranty claim, and I'm glad we got to talk about it. So please subscribe, check out our website. All the information is down in the description. Get on it.